Can you hear me? I'm dead.
I can.
Alright.
Hey, Jackson, don't
Yeah.
forget to refer to him as Pastor Mitchell. Okay.
I'll call him Dad. Because he's the preacher.
Yes, he is.
Or maybe or Reverend Mitchell.
All right, here he comes.
Here comes Pastor Mitchell. Mr. Pastor, can you hear me?
That's sweet, Jackson. Pastor Mitchell, not Mr. Pastor.
Can you hear me, Pastor Mitchell?
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
I can get my video started. Let's see here. There we go.
Oh, there you are.
Hello.
How you doing, Pastor Mitchell?
Oh, doing well. Good to see you, Jackson.
Well,
Hi,
good
Ken,
to
how
see
are you?
Yep.
Pastor, I'm Dad. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you taking your time. He has quite a following. We never thought a kid who's a senior at Aiden Grifton would actually anybody would watch, but you know, it's a podcasting world and we live in it.
I'm honored to be asked, so thank you for including me.
All
You're
right,
welcome.
Jackson, I'll shut up and roll. You go.
All right.
Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm Jackson Roble, and welcome to Jackson Roble Show. The Jackson Roble Show is a community show. We talk about sports and much more. We record interviews on Zoom and put them on Facebook page. My guest today is the Reverend and the lead pastor for Jarvis Memorial United Methodist Church, Pastor Don Mitchell. Can you tell us a little about yourself?
Certainly. I've been in Greenville for just over a year now as the lead pastor at Jarvis Methodist. I've been in ministry now for 23 years. I'm thankful to be able to serve back in Greenville. Back in the early 80s, I was a student at East Carolina and received an undergraduate and graduate degree there. And so I feel like I'm back home. It's a church that I worshiped at and attended when I was a college student years ago. And afterwards, I went to Princeton, New Jersey for seminary and received my divinity degree there and served churches in New Jersey for over 20 years. And I'm thankful to be back in North Carolina serving a church that feels like home. It's good to be back in Greenville.
Well, sounds like fun. What are your responsibilities as a pastor?
A little bit of everything. Primary responsibilities are to lead worship, to order worship and preach the sermons each week, but also to provide pastoral care, provide leadership to the other staff. We have a wonderful associate pastor at the church as well, and just an incredible staff, the best team that I've had a chance to work with over the years. So we do our best to try to care for not only our congregation, but we see all of Greenville and Pitt County as our parish. We try to do whatever we can to help people who are hungry, who need housing, who need assistance in various ways. And we are very hands-on church as far as providing service and ministry. Just this past week, we did a project over at Hopkins Park, just off of Evans Street, refurbishing the playground there for the families that live there and the children that live there. And it was a project that was started 12 years ago when the church put that playground there, and we went back to spend time with our neighbors and have a meal there. So it's a wonderful church, and to be able to help be a part of that outreach and care for the community is another big part of my role.
Oh, that's nice. How does your church help the community?
Well, we provide food and emergency assistance for folks that are in need. Being in the center of downtown Greenville, we have neighbors from all around who come to our church for basic help. Sometimes they need transportation to get to medical appointments. Sometimes they need help filling out forms to get a driver's license or to get a copy of their birth certificate. Sometimes it's a bag of food they need. Other times it might be a coat that's needed. And we invite everybody that we meet to be a part of the church to come and worship with us. We've added new members to the congregation. Even during COVID, we've had 26 new members even this year. So we're thankful that folks are coming to Jarvis and finding a place to feel welcome, and also a way that they can serve and that we can help, meet the needs that are around us.
There you go. Can you share about the blessing of the backpacks event?
Sure. Yeah. Each year we do blessing of the backpacks the Sunday before school resumes, and we have our children and youth, if they want to bring in their backpacks. We have a special prayer for them and for their teachers. They all come forward and we pray together. And it's just a special way of marking the new year, especially after such a strange one last year when you had so much of schooling online. We're praying that it'll be a safe school year, and that our students will do incredibly well, and that our teachers will be safe as well as they teach each day.
That's what they do. What is your proudest moment so far?
Oh boy, that's a hard question. Let me think about that one for a moment.
Go ahead.
I think the proudest moment so far is the times when I can just stop in the middle of some ministry activity or outreach activity and see the congregation in action in caring for those around them. Even this past summer, we had one of those moments. We had Vacation Bible School with about 90 children who were involved with that. And one of their projects was helping to raise money for the Joy Soup Kitchen, and to also bring in food items for the Joy Soup Kitchen, which is also downtown and feeds neighbors who are hungry each day a wonderful, wholesome meal. And by the end of the week, we were able to give over $11,000 to the Joy Soup Kitchen for their ministry and their work that they do. And then hundreds of items of food that the children themselves brought in each day. So that's one of those proud moments when we get to share blessings that we have with others who might be in need. So those are the special times, I think, for me.
Yep, me too. Are you into sports? If so, what are your favorite sports teams?
Oh, favorite sports teams. I'm a Duke fan, being a United Methodist and the Methodist affiliation with Duke. Even though I didn't attend Duke, I'm a fan of their basketball program, especially. For football, I guess I'm a Panthers fan. Even though I lived in the Northeast for a while, I'm still true to North Carolina, and that would be my team, the Panthers, as well.
Panthers.
How about yourself?
I say Denver Broncos.
All right.
Yeah. So what made you decide to become a preacher?
I felt a calling to be a preacher when I was in my late teens, probably about your age, Jackson. But I felt that I did not have, I grew up on a farm in Johnston County, farming area, and I didn't have the world experience or the knowledge yet, I thought, to really pursue ministry and serve others. And so I attended ECU as an education major, and I also taught for a few years after receiving my degree there before I went to seminary. So I had a chance to really become a teacher before becoming a preacher. And I found that over the years, those two go hand in hand. You need all the skills that you've learned as a teacher to also be an effective minister.
All right. Our sponsors. The Jackson Robo Show is brought to you by Armstrong Heating and Air, Heating and Air Company for all of Eastern North Carolina. Follow them on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Armstrong Heating and Air in North Carolina. Showcase Clean Registration is a sponsor. Mission is to provide a service that we can be proud of. Like them on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Showcase Clean Registration North Carolina. The Jackson Robo Show is also brought to you by Watercolors by Carol and Eliminate Art Gallery. Please check them out on Facebook or www.watercolorsbycarol.net. Well, thanks for watching the Jackson Robo Show. I'm Jackson. Thanks so much, Pastor.
Thank you so much. And if you need any more information about the church, jarvis.church.
No problem at all, Pastor Mitchell.
You in Johnston County, because our other sons, and we had a place in Clayton, and Johnston County is going crazy with development.
Yes, I grew up not too far from Clayton. In fact, I had a house in Clayton when I